Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AJ Lewis, owner of Inspired Efforts Marketing, where we help small and local business owners understand the marketing secrets to dominate the competition. I was just working on some stuff and decided to come sit down in my home office and go over something that's more of like a psychological edge that can really give your business an edge over your competition. And what it is there's a book called One Sentence Persuasion, okay? And in the book, the author goes into the 5 things that we can do as marketers or just as people, as individuals, right? In order to get people to go with us on a journey or persuade people to use our products or whatever it is that we're offering. And so the book is called One Sentence Persuasion, but in that one sentence, there's 5 different things. And the first one is encourage their dreams, right? So if you can encourage your customers' dreams, and when you think about your business, how does it apply, right? What is it that your customers want? You know, if you're a dentist, what do your customers want? They want to have a good, healthy, clean mouth. They don't want cancer. They don't want, messed up looking teeth. They don't want all those things. So if you know that's what they don't want, then how do you reverse that and say this is what they do want? They want to have a great smile, right? They want to make amazing first impressions. They want to be able to feel confident in everything that they do. So encourage their dreams, okay? That's number one. The next one is justify their failures. And when you talk about justifying failures, what that is you give people an out, right? I mean, as human beings, I live my life by a philosophy of I'm 100% responsible for everything that happens in my life. Um, but, but I don't need you to tell me that. You know what I mean? So us as business owners, or us as a brand, or us as a friend, don't need to go up and tell someone, "Look, man, that's all your fault. You need to find a way to fix it." Da, 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 like we can do that, and it's great because it's good advice. But in order to persuade someone, you want to justify their failures. You want to say, "Look, man, look, guys, I'm a plastic surgeon, and it's not your fault that you were born with that birth defect. It's like 3 out of every 7 people have something like that, and it's not your fault that you feel bad about it because it's hard, man. It's hard waking up every day knowing that you have this thing that's plaguing you, right? So justifying their failures, letting them know that it's not their fault that things are the way they are. This works really well in the health and fitness industry where you're like, look, it's not your fault, man. There's a billion different opposing views, and some people say this works and other people's have the direct opposite that works. And how are you supposed to know what to actually believe, right? So step number 2, or the second part, is justifying their failures. The third part is allaying their fears, or getting rid of their fears. So anytime someone makes a decision, especially a buying decision, or pretty much any decision we make in life, there's two factors that come into play: the amount of pleasure they'll gain from moving forward, and the amount of pain that they'll gain from moving, or that they'll receive for moving forward. And so your job is to put their fears to rest in order to decrease the pain and increase the pleasure, right? And 9 out of 10 people will always do more to avoid pain than they will to gain pleasure, right? It's like if I asked you, okay, would you rather find a way to make $10,000, or would you rather, protect your $10,000? And most people are going to be like, shoot, I'm not giving up my $10,000, right? You're going to have to kill me. But it's just one of those things. We do more to avoid pain than we do to gain pleasure. The next one is confirm their suspicions. And so this is a great psychological tactic in terms of everyone has suspicions, like, okay, you're promising me the world, but how do I believe you? Can I really trust you? Is your product really going to do what you say it's going to do? And by confirming suspicions, you can get all that stuff out in the open. Where if you start with the flaw before you move forward into the benefits, it does amazing things for you. with your customers. So like for my business, I would say, look, man, we're not a huge multi-million dollar ad agency. I don't have hundreds of thousands of customers around the country. I'm not, I haven't been doing this for 20 years or anything like that. But what I can tell you is that I've learned from the best in the world. I've invested a ton of time, money, energy, and effort into learning marketing, not just from, average people, but from the best, and I paid to learn from the best. And I don't have a huge office that I go to every day where I have hundreds of employees. It's myself and a small team. But what that in turn does for you is it gives you personalized service. You have constant access to me every day. You have my cell phone number as the owner. So though you see how by confirming your suspicions, because you're watching these videos and you're like, hey bro, you're in a home office and all this stuff. Well, yeah, but I'm letting you know that up front, right? So how can you do that in your business? Look, I can't, like if you're a say you're a veterinarian, right? Maybe you say, look, I can't promise you that we're gonna save your pet every time. I would be lying if I did. However, I can tell you that throughout the 20 years I've been in business, we've been able to do this, this, and this. So those are just ideas on how to do it, but you got to understand the tactic behind it, right? So we got encouraging their dreams, justifying their failures, allaying their fears, confirming their suspicions, and the last one, the fifth one, is called throwing rocks at enemies. And so there's always a common enemy, right? In the health industry, the common enemy could be the bro science, or the common enemy could be the American government, right? We all see these videos and stuff on Netflix, but whatever it is, you got to find a common enemy. So the easiest way to do it is find your customers' pain points. So when I was in the packaging industry, the pain points for our customers were things like not getting their deliveries on time, price increases, maybe mess ups on communication, right? They're not getting communicated with, so they don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. Well, how can you take those things and create a common enemy? So, hey, those other packaging companies that are always trying to sell you this but not telling you about price increases, and they're trying to do that without this. So how can you take those things and flip it so that it becomes a benefit for your company, but you guys are both throwing rocks at a common enemy, right? So these are all just thought-provoking things that you can use in order to come up with a game plan for your business. But those are the 5 factors that go into one sentence persuasion: encourage their dreams, justify their failures, allay their fears, confirm their suspicions, and throw rocks at enemies. If this has been helpful to you and you want to sit down with me or one of the members of my team for a couple minutes and learn more about us, and we get to learn more about you and your business and see if there's any way we can help you, head over to inspiredeffortsmarketing.com, click the button for the free consultation, and we'll get that scheduled, and we'll spend a couple minutes together. If not, continue enjoying the free content, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Adios.